Hello and welcome back to my channels on Twitch and YouTube. My name is Forzion and tonight I am closing the day with a little bit of Timberborn play. And I chose this because it is time to talk about future plans, not only for Timberborn but for all the channels, because I need to make some adjustments in my daily time management, because there are projects I want to work on and I need to prioritize stuff properly, and I will not have that much time to play all the games, because this weekend was a good showcase of few games I play and each of them requires certain amount of time to be invested into. So doesn't want to work. So I need to take that into consideration, how to manage all that. Because there are games which have high priority, that is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Then there are those games which are not that much priority but are fun or relaxing, that is, for example, Timberborn. Then there are such games like The Hunter Call of the Wild, which is also relaxing for me. And I don't play it too often during my last days, but I want to come back to that later from time to time. I just lost the skill I had. Then there are games like World of Warships, which I don't need to play at all, but I like to play it from time to time because I take it's a little bit different, I would say, from other games, because it is multiplayer and you play against others, and it opens options for different kind of interaction with people. And then there are some games like Ark Survival Evolved, which is a multiplayer PvE, and we can do a lot of stuff there, and I can spend the whole week non-stop doing stuff there because it's open world, a lot of crafting, a lot of thinking, a lot of breeding. But I did not have that much time to play that game during past weeks or months. Even the last quarter we played just a little bit. And today it was a little bit of play from Ark Survival, a little bit of maintenance, nothing serious. Yesterday it was a little bit of World of Warships. There are a few lines I want to grind, but I'm no way in a hurry to do that. I would rather wait maybe till Christmas and play it during that time when I will have more free time. And this game is more relaxing. There is not that much planning involved as it is in Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, where I just need to constantly think about what next, observe all the stuff. This is much easier in that aspect. So how are we doing here? We could expand this. Can we have one unemployed. We don't need more workers right now. So there are very important and worth mentioning is that I don't treat this as a business. that much because I have no income from my channels. So I need to look for income elsewhere. That means I just try to play for fun and entertain myself during that time, and if somebody is entertained, somebody likes the content, I'm glad that I can share it with you. I definitely need to spend every day a lot of hours day trading in the markets and trying to establish myself to be able to left my daily job later, and then there will be more time for content creation because that is my focus for future, to create content. It doesn't need to be content connected to games only, because I want to work with music too, then write something. And definitely there are a lot of challenges I need to face. In the midst of circumstances I need to go through. So here we are now, playing Timberborn, not because it is that much challenging, but because it is relaxing, somewhat challenging, somewhat interesting and entertaining for me. We have 10 days left of this drought. I need to place one more dynamite there. 10 days left of this drought. And that will be the longest drought we ever faced in this game until in the whole history. Not only this colony, but all the colonies. And that was 1 or 2. And we have plenty of water, enough for our needs. So we don't need to worry. I guess we can survive, because we already survived 10-day long droughts without having these reservoirs just out of this lake here. So we can do it. Our beavers, they did a great job. Let's release more water. And I guess we will release this here. There's anyway no difference. I'll release this here because I want to build a triple floodgates this season. Some water will flow out, and we will plant the rest of explosives in that area. So what's the problem here? We don't have workers there. As I expected that may happen, because they died. Now we still have enough potatoes, so it's not a problem. The construction here continues. We have we have this bridge. Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. Okay, it's decent. They'll continue building these levees, they'll continue building these levees. And then they are not built too far from builders. Okay. Okay, because why? Yeah, I know why. That does not look what I want it to be. I would like to have a shortcut here. So what I think we can do, we need to carve a channel here anyway. So let's do preparations for that. Let those... Oh, I don't want to delete that. I don't need to delete that, so let's go with this. Let's consider how can we do this channel here. Maybe if we do this, but we need more than that. I would say at least that much. At least that much. That may do the job. We also need to deal with this here. Yeah, that may do the job, so let's try more. Like this. Okay. Yes. Practically what I would like to have here is a small lake-like reservoir. So it would be nice to have levees like here, and then levees like here. let's say let's remove this hole here. Okay. And here this. Okay. Yeah. That was a mistake. Not that way. It's not the way I want it. Okay, so these need to be rotated that way. It's not exactly what I want. This should be the center. No, that is right there. Why? So we have one more level. Okay. One more level to go. Like that, yes. And now go to go then. Remove these two and remove these two. And there go the floodgates. Yes. Okay. That will be a small lake, which can go like that from that area. Let's remove this. Yes. Okay, so let's remove these pathways immediately as they go for sleep. We don't want to go that way, and that will provide us with some. Yes, that will serve us for as water storage later for this district. There is lots to blast here in this area. And now we can do this. Levies here. And then levies here. Yeah. That. And give it higher priority here. So now we need to get a bit further here too. Let's say yes. One more. More. That means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. With that in mind, how can we get water? Into there. Only if we will overflow the stage 4. But that should be fine because that will be 3 deep. We are going to use it only as a lake, nothing else. No reservoir of any kind. It will be just to provide drinking water and make this area greener. But it's still a question. Okay, so we are at 217. Can go down to 2, and here we can go down to 1. And here the floodgates are being built. Nice. This area dried out, but we will send the rest of water there afterwards. Now we need to get to the other side to get that wood. We have 0 unemployed. Okay. But they are getting their own locks now, I guess. But that should not be that much an issue anymore. If we remove this, the plant explosives there. I'll remove this. And plant explosives here too. 800 water in that distance. We don't have those floodgates yet, but they are building them. Why we don't have these planted? Yeah, because we don't have explosives available. Aha. How many are they? One last homeless beaver. I guess. Age 81. He can go back to Central. We don't need him to die there. He can go to his friends now. They made it happen. They planted all the explosives we needed in the area. Good job. How many beavers died? Not because of explosions, but because it took them so long that they died of old age in that temporary district. It's 4. Okay. That's 3, 5. That develops interestingly. Don't need to care anymore. You cannot. We don't need to do it anymore. Oh, that should be enough. And I guess now we are over there. But we need a floodgate first. And then we can release the water into that area. Just in case if we don't have enough beavers. 2 were missing. And we have 30 explosives in total available. to find a way. How to get the explosives there. Maybe it will require another temporary district to have. Oh, this will die. You can cut them south then. Still. Because they will die anyway. Definitely. I forgot that this is highest priority now. They have that as higher priority, but we don't need that yet. And this can be higher priority too. And we need more beavers in this area. Oh, what do you mean? No one, nobody. Not ready. I need a beaver to get there and do the job. I would divide it into two. We would be able to regulate both. But this gives us some flexibility. We can release water there, we can release water there if we need. And that means we will be able to plant more trees here, for example. But what here? If we this may be a nice farmland here. And then also this here can be one. And in this case we can use the and build up this. We don't have the pathway, they are not able to build because of that now. So then we will have a platform going through. We will go and deepen the hole to this level. So you need to remove that probably. Do we need? Or can we use that for something? Because clearly we would be able to put a farm there like this. And then maybe they will be able to work even up there, even down there. That will be an interesting idea. But we need to have something which requires more water than carrots. They're going to die. We cannot help them. We cannot help them. This area will run dry, and that already run dry here. Let's have a look. What is the research you are missing? Missing the suspension bridge. And from decorations we are missing this, this, and this. And then only one last remaining research is needed. And that is the tribute to ingenuity. We started planting there. But guys, beavers, this is the highest priority now. This first. And let's release the water. Just to save those trees. We don't need water here. Scavenger can still work. Rocks, 800 scrap metal. Yeah, so let's go to full height because there's no reason not to be. The water here is lower than water here, wow. Still, let's say not enough explosives. Just not enough. Doing whatever we can, it's not enough. That may work. Okay, that may work here. Let's do this way. We need a power shaft of this kind here, like that. Then we need explosives here. I can do it also that way without issues. How many beavers were there? Only one. Hello Zachary, it is also a tycoon-like game. You are building your colony and you try to survive as long as possible playing with water mechanic, because there are droughts, there are cycles when you have dry season, the wet season, when the water flows in through these water sources, and then you have dry season and you need to survive that dry season by using the water you stored in your reservoirs and water tanks during the dry season, like the wet season. So, and you are building and creating stuff like colonies, beavers, farming. It's not that complex as Workers and Soviet Republic. I like to play just for more casual play, because I don't need to think about that many things. It's mainly about getting enough water. And the longest drought can be 30 days. Now we had 29 days long drought, and you can see we are running out of water, but we should not die, because we are prepared. We have still water in our water tanks. New updates, which one? You mean this game or other game? Because I don't know about this game, I'm not watching that much. I just play it and enjoy it. Not invested into that as much as in Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. But currently with work team, I don't really know. I didn't see anything on the Steam that they would release something special. And also from channels I'm watching, I didn't hear anything too. So yeah, Timberborn lost. There are some patch notes, but they are 2 weeks ago. Yeah. A Timberborn, it's not that dynamic, I guess, as Workers and Resources Soviet Republic with the development. But even the game is in this state, it's quite interesting. Just not that extensive as Workers and Resources. For example, we are now in 19 stream, and it will become quite just about creating something interesting from now on, because we have enough water to survive, and droughts will not be longer than 30 days. Only challenge may be if we will have too many beavers. is planted, so let's blast that. Let's place that there. Let's get the high power shaft there and the high power shaft there. Of course they cannot build that for now. No, basically it works that this map is quite abundant with water, but it's quite open. Because here I have quite a lot of water sources, but there are more difficult maps where you have, for example, only 2 water sources. And during the wet season, you have time to accumulate as much water to catch that water before it leaks out of the map. And then you need to use that water to supply your beavers during the dry season and also your land, because without water nothing grows. If nothing grows, there is no food and beavers cannot drink. And if they cannot drink, they die of thirst. If they cannot eat, they die of hunger. And your land dies, everything, and if your beavers die, you are screwed because you cannot get new beavers. You need to maintain their population. It's a survival kind of, but it's also, it gives you some opportunity to play with these voxel-like structures and have some fun. Especially when designing industrial facilities, you can see it here that buildings are connected and the power is transmitted over distance using these power shafts. You can generate power using these windmills, water wheels, but water wheels don't work during dry season because there is no water flow. Then there are other ways to generate power too, because there is one more faction. And you can also generate power using beaver power to build a power wheel, and then one beaver is running inside that power wheel and generating a little bit of power. So your main resource in this game is water. The more water you can store during wet season, the better for you during dry season. And if you imagine that in the beginning I didn't have any dam, we were living practically out of this lake here, but then I created the first dam that helped us to survive longer. And then went for stage 2, and that's the whole thing, that you need to build everything step by step, like in Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, because nothing is built automatically except the district center and the drop-off point, this one, and then pathways and district gates. Everything else needs to be built by bringing resources on site, and beavers need to build those structures. And every day they go to take a drink, every day they go for food. You can also set up how long the work day will be. For example, I use normal 16 hours. But in emergency purposes you can go for 24 hours, but I do not recommend. I tested that, it doesn't work very well. Because then beavers fall asleep anywhere, anytime during the day. Okay, so we can have now this blast. Okay, that can stay there for now. Then we need this here. Oh. Do we need to blast this? Yes, we will. That will give us 1 voxel water plus. And I think we may even blast this, because that will give us more water. Eight, 9, this. Yes. Yeah, I just saw some videos and I was interested in that. But I didn't bought that, my brother bought it to me for my as birthday gift, so I started to play. I found some fun in that because you need to plan ahead, you need to think how you build your dams. So it's a lot of, I think, engineering planning, but it's not that complex. It's I think it's a bit easier game to play, at least for me. We will blast that later too. I mean, how can we do this to make it look a little bit? Can use those voxels. Let's do it this way. And give it the highest priority. And we should be able to survive it. Just give them the highest priority here. For these at least. These can stay the same. So you practically need to think ahead in this game strategically to catch that water. Hey, it's pretty nice mechanic. I mentioned that to Peter, the developer of Workers and Resources, that when he is planning to do the hydroelectric power, he may take some inspiration from this. Because here we practically have a hydroelectric. Hydropower is this. Water wheels are hydropower. Oh, and where is it? What did I wanted to? Yeah, more of these. Explosive factory always welcome in this republic. Where do I place a workers' monument? I thought it may be from Košice or it may be from Bratislava, but Bratislava is a little bit different. And I would guess that more buildings in game are from there. because there's the city where the developer lives. Okay, we can detonate this and place back the water pumps. 1, 2. And just to show that, let's see how the height of water is. Oh, we have 1.7 days away from the end of drought, and it should be fine. Now we have these explosives, we can detonate that. And we will plant more maples there. It has reach, yes it has. Oh, we run out of logs here. But we have no source of logs here. That can be blasted too. Problem here is that we will flood this and we will not be able to get that water that easily. Not water these trees. It will take quite a while to cut them. It's not the best timing because now the wet season starts. And we cannot cut down those trees and I don't want to waste that wood. Now how high? That's 3 higher than that. I don't think it can reach. So let's try and do this, wait. That will allow us to get 2. Lumberjacks. Yes, you also place lumberjack below that. That's good. But it's possible to place lumberjack here. Okay. Oh. Oh. That can be said it's good enough. Yes, it can. You can be even flooded if you are not careful. Because if we would not have enough gates, then it will just go up and overflow over the top. You may see that, but I don't know. It takes about 3 or 4 days only to fill these reservoirs now. So first day we will just try to fill the first one. Second day the water will fill that, and only after that it will start overflowing. We are now at 1.2. 1 is critical, and here we are at 0.84. But this area is not that critical, because this is important. Here are our farms, which need to be watered, because that's the source for food for our colony, and also for logs. Let's give this the highest priority, because I don't like that they are neglecting that. And maybe this can get the highest priority too. So practically you need to have sufficient number of gates. For example, here these 6 and these 4 are not enough to keep the inflow through these gates for longer than, I would say, 10 days. You need these 3 also to have an overflow, otherwise the water will flow over the dam and flood our buildings, and when they are flooded, they do not function. Remove this now, and we will plant more. And this is also part of the trick, that you need to consider how will you terraform, because the only terraforming you can do is using explosives, and you need to think about the strategy how to do that, and also you need to have enough explosives. Because of that I expanded and added 2 more explosive factories now. Of course we don't have anybody working there. Let's fix that. would have used for more beavers in this area. But not that necessary. Half a day and we will be wet again. They will not do that in time. Once again, how far can you reach? Oh, we can easily mark the whole area for cutting. Well, this is too high, and we will have a little bit of time, maybe. You can gain more time if you lower these floodgates to minimum. Just to let the water flow in, and let's remove this pathway here and place the rest of explosives here and give them the highest priority, and we will have a nice big blast here then. Super laggy. You need to manage the flooding during wet season, yes. During dry season you need to manage how you use the water, and during the wet season you need to manage how you let the water flow out. Because of that I have multiple gates. I need to do this on 2 height, this on 2 height, and this on 2.5, and then we are fine with the flow. And here at the output we need to have open these gates, and then we are fine. Before I use these ones, because these gates were not enough to manage the inflow. It's pretty nice mechanic. So we are going to set now everything into operational state. This goes to 2.5. These go to top. These stay at top. And here is the wet season again. The water starts to flow in. And there is certain distance you have from the water that is green, where the land is fertile. Fertile. And now we have certain amount of time till the water rises up. So we want to get as much of this harvested as we can until, because I need to get through. I don't want to destroy those few trees. Maybe we can do one more lumberjack there. Just to hurry things up a little bit. Just to get those trees ASAP. But we have some time till the water level rises. And also there is the part you are regulating how the water flows, in which directions. It's just a voxel world. That's not that. So we are getting some flow here now. And it happened that it will rise quite fast. Maybe place first those, please. And can we have these planted? Or we don't have the delivery? Oh, no, they have some dynamites now. We have 1.5 voxel. I need to grab myself drink. Oh yeah, it's going up. I'm afraid we will not be able to use those lumberjack flags. Unless some miracle happens. Because that's not enough space for that water to flow through. As you can see, there's a lot of water coming in. I finished that levee that immediately raised. So we may go for an alternative solution in this case then. So the alternative solution is going to be lumberjack flag higher. That should give us more time. I am playing the hard difficulty, so it may be less than 10 days. It takes us 5 days to fill our reservoirs and start the water to flow through the system, and then we can be warned that in 3 days there will be another dry season. But if you would play normal difficulty, then the longest drought should be about 9 days. Maybe 12. I don't know now currently. It's not that bad. But you need to keep in mind that every day certain level of water evaporates. So for 30 days it is, I think, almost more than 2 voxels height of water level evaporates. So you need to fill that back. During wet season. And as I mentioned, on this map we are reached, there is a lot of water flowing in. But there are maps where you have only 2 of these tiles and they are limited in generating enough water during the wet season. Yeah, and that's exactly getting to the stage when it will overflow through those dams. And our lumberjack would not work anymore. And you need to go to 2.5. Do we have these planted? Not yet. Now we are on the edge. Now it is. But we still have. We can let some water out before it starts flowing in. We may do it this way because we will need a levy there anyway. So no reason to use that. The rate of evaporation is the same for all difficulty levels. But you need to take into consideration that the rate between wet and dry season differ really, because on normal you have rate more 2 wet, 1 dry, or 1 to 1, but in the hard you have 1 to 2, 1 to 3, so only the dry season lasts twice or thrice that long as the wet season. And the more surface you have, the more water evaporates, and we have a lot of surface here, so we can lose 2-3 levels every dry season. But I don't mind that much because we are using these reservoirs to fill this part here, which is the heart of our colony, because most of stuff is being produced there, and we only need enough water here to give this something to drink and eat. But we can also distribute from the main part anytime. It is just a little bit delayed. So are we waiting for delivery of explosives again? And now we are flowing over, that's 2.5. And just also bear in mind that this game is also work in progress. It's early access, they can change a lot of things. I would really like to use these area to resupply our locks. But I cannot because of those explosives there. At 2.5, nice. And now we can raise this to 2. Come on, beavers. We need to hurry. We need that wood. We'll start overflowing now. Oh wait, not the tornadoes. Until we will have water flowing in. So current power 390. We need to relocate the beaver there. Can we have one now? Yes. I did not play that, so I don't know that. So if I want to plant a dynamite there, it will be quite expensive to do. There are so many tycoon games, but only few of them are legendary. Can you please? Build that fast. I guess they are again building something else. Or they don't have enough logs. This can go to normal priority now. And when did this happen? When did this happen, guys? How did you manage to do that? So we have... What is being stored here? For now, nothing. Meat, honey, bread and that. We will use this. 4 planks. And bread can go there. And here we can have gears. I need gears there. But scrap metal can be there. And also planks. For now. First store there. Only planks. So how much water do we have now? Well, practically if I don't raise those floodgates, then we are fine. And here we can now have the blast we were waiting for. Let's begin with smaller one. Let's begin with smaller one. Okay, that's done. And the water is almost flowing. I did not open that gate yet. We could get flooded if we don't open them. Currently we are at 175. And 2 is the flood level. I guess we don't need one of these now. We have that one. Why he is not cutting this? It is marked to be cut. Ah, those died there. Unfortunate. At least the wood remains to be used. Mainly need to get through here. Oh, I don't like this here. I should be able to reach there. Yeah, they are. Yeah, we wanted to blast this one. So where to begin? Yeah, that seriously dropped our FPS down. Yeah, now and we now have this water reservoir here too. Let's put that there. So now we are at 168 standard and 198 here. And these are flooded now. What's the problem? We have our gates opened. So it should flow. Or do we have that much? Ah, that's soon. 5 days. Oh, I don't like that. I will not. So 8 days wet and then we have the dry. Come on. I can help it. There is a way how to do it. Preferentially. To force them to cut through in the important area first. These overlays are so laggy. Cut first those, then we will give you the rest. Because I need to close the gates and accumulate more water, come on. Two days left. There, they will do it. Yeah, now we can close these gates and flood the area. I don't care. We will collect as much wood as we can, and if they are flooded, they are flooded. I need to get as much water stored as we can. Yes, priority for these. Raise. How are we doing with explosives in this area? Not that good. Yeah, maybe I will. So we need to start accumulating water. No, they're flooded. But that's okay. We expected that to happen. It is going according to the plan. Nope. That's not what I need. Because that's meant to be gates, not levees. Four, 5. Yeah. 8. That's 8. So much about that wood, but doesn't matter that much. Oh, 9 days left. Let's close these now. Until we manage to get the stage 3 reservoir filled and overflowing. That will take a while. Don't even have enough time to fill more. But I would like to detonate these here too. Maybe one more dynamite there. And we should raise the priority for these this is pretty full. Oh, it starts overflowing. Nice. Zachary, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Wow. Now that started to flow. So we have way more water than last season. And next we may complete this stage here. And then we only need to build the entry. That will be a little bit more regulation. Because I want to have be able to regulate into which direction the water flows mainly. And it looks good this way if you look at it, that I built this pillar in the middle and we have the bridges over that. So how are they doing now with explosives there? We can go over with this. Oh, thank you, because it don't. Sometimes I think it's just me playing, but as long as I have fun, it doesn't matter that much. Because I am playing mainly to have fun and share it with others. And mostly it's about if I have some knowledge or something I can give. As I have a lot of time to play, even though I could do other things too. But I don't have anybody who would demand my time to do something else. So it's all up to me to decide what to do with the time. Okay, this can be blasted next time. This will be it would be nice to have this. I just need a beaver to get there to build or to complete that, and then we will blast this because I need that pathway, because then we can fill these log piles from the other district. So here we now have this under construction, but it's night. Beavers need to sleep at night. And here we have now the overflow. 1 day left. 2.45 is the level. The level here is 1.8. The level is similar to that, but we are flowing through here now. So we have the highest level of water ever. On this map we got quite high. I mean, there is a lot of water down there. Interesting is this shadow here on the screen. We are flowing. Now we need to check levels. We are starting to flood. But that is mainly because the water flows close to that water. Now we are flooding because we don't have those gates opened. Open the gates. We don't want to flood the whole world prematurely. Oh, that's a certainly caravan of beavers. A lot of deliveries happening there, because here we have also distribution. So now we can blast this fast. So that, and this can wait. This can be moved, and this can be placed there temporarily, and they build that. Then we will have, how much do they need here? A lot of planks. At least they are making their own planks. So we don't need to rely fully on. And here you can see the hour flow. We have a little bit of flooding happening because the levees were not built yet. But we don't need to worry because that's the top of the gates. So it's only a little overflow. That should not be critical. This here is a little bit worse, as the water needs to get through. How much power do we have now? Don't have a beaver there working. But why? takes him too long to get there, I guess. No, we should have 6. Yes, we have. And how is the water level? 1.98, 2.01, 1.65, 66. And it's time to close the gates. Even though it may flood us a little bit. But the drought will hit this night. Let them a little bit of outflow, because it will take a little bit till the water stops flowing. .1 days. Man, 2.94. Yeah, on the brink of overflowing. I'll let some water through. The drought started, and the water stops flowing from there to there. How much are we over that level? Oh, we have such a high level of water that we can make even this area up there green. We have 0.2 maybe. To 66, okay. Over that. How much are we flooded? And somewhat there. Now we start flooding there too. How are we doing it right here to 7? It looks like it's dropping. because we reached the level 3 here. Okay, that means we need to close these floodgates here too, and these here too. And we are at 193. 198. There is still some flow, but mostly this flow is done now. So how did you manage to survive that? I think Australia can learn a lot of water stuff from Israel, I guess, because they are so they have also a lot of trouble with water and dry and droughts, but they are much more constrained with the amount of water they can use. And of course it can be the opposite way too. Oh, solar planks go there. In the end it will help us. Don't like that we have only 1000 water stored in those water tanks. I hope I did not forget to close any gate. Oh, that's only 19 days long drought. It's not that bad. funny it is. Oh, so there were fires too. I just remember when I played my other save and I saw that 14 days of drought. Wow, that's a lot. And now I say 19 days. Ah, it's only 19 days. But the challenging part here is that we had only, how many? 8 days to fill our reservoirs. We can fill them faster, but we will need to regulate the water to flow in faster into that direction. And this part here will be the biggest challenge. Because there are the water sources and we can raise way over them. We can go 10 voxels above. I don't think we will be that crazy. No reason. Man, this district. I've done so much work, and yeah, only temper like one triple lodge, one district center, and one builder's hut. Are they accumulating more water? Seems like so. And again they have priorities for some reason. Let's prioritize. Need to give this higher priority. And these two. That needs to have the most. Let's see, we will have some more water pumps later. Yeah, I saw how can Australia go ablaze, but only in movies. I've never been that far from my home country. But what I heard is that you have quite serious restrictions regarding the crazy disease that is spooking the world. I don't like that we don't have that much, but that'll be fine. We survived 29 days long drought, so 90 days. What does it mean? Almost nothing to us. And now they need to build through here. Ah. Wow. And that was all from those bushfires. Quite insane. Over here. Clearly more scrap. That's interesting. We may go for more potatoes then. And that may be the limit. Place more trees here. So can anybody tell me why this is ignored by that lumberjack? Oh, it is time to end this. Don't need to get up as early as last week, but I need to get up in the morning. And I am tired enough. It was a long week. And I say that Sunday evening, oh, when I should be rested the most. If I would not do so many things. Okay, I think we can look at what's next. So stage 4 in full swing next. Oh. So you had bushfires 1 year and then another year floods. I messed up this here. That should be a levee. We cannot do that right now. We need the beavers to retreat. Didn't thought this through thoroughly, because that should be 3 high. So we want to get above the floodgates once again. That is just the height of them. And currently we don't have planks. Turn around. So what we need here now is to give these the highest priority now. And you too. It will not be possible. This does not matter that much anymore. This will be next. This, and then gate there. But we need those explosives first. So what's happening here? Where are our explosives going? They just simply keep using them. Oh, that's done. Next. Give it the highest priority, just to do it as soon as anything else. Okay, let's say it is as it is. We will not be able to proceed further today. It's just not in my power anymore. I need to end this and go for sleep. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for chat. Thank you for participating and helping the channel to grow. See you again during the week. I have afternoon shift, so we will have opportunities to stream late night here in Slovakia, early morning, not that early morning in Australia, but afternoon in US. Yes, that's it. So thank you once more. See you. Bye.